As you'd expect, Dennis's specialized tires are extremely important to winning the first leg of the race. But before these tires get dirty, modifications are needed to make them race ready.
We get these tires from agricultural industry, and this one right here is brand new. We haven't shaved it down yet, and what we'll do is when we go to the shop, we'll take them and we'll shave them down. We'll shave weight off, we'll cut the cleats out a little bit, get way more traction, and make each tire lighter.
We'll take 1.5 inches of cleat off of these things. When we take all this rubber off, you lose about 200 pounds. This tire right now weighs right around 750 pounds. Lighter rims, lighter tires, that's where you want to go.
But Dennis and the Gravedigger crew have another tire secret to improving traction.
Then we'll come back inside and we'll hand cut and hand sight each one of these strips of rubber out of here. We'll cut us a little back cut so it's a sharp little edge like that. That's for a good drag race. That thing will hook up so hard it'll pull the front wheels off the ground.
When the tires are cut down just right, the truck is fast and agile, and Dennis gets attached to them.
As you can see, I've used them a lot. They got a bunch of battle scars on them, but that's the Mac Daddy for me right there.
Ryan Dungy's team also customizes their tire selection to maximize traction. They choose from several options, depending on the track surface.
Not one tire is going to work on everything, so there's 5 or 6 different tires, so depending on the track layout and how the dirt is what we go with the tire setup.
Every tire has different patterns, and also the rubber, the compound, they can change whether it to be softer or harder or stiffer for the type of terrain, depending on the softness of the dirt.
Sometimes you want to use a little bit stiffer compounds to dig down deeper, you know. Sometimes the compounds are different from the center of the tire to the size of the tire, depending on the track situation.
Because the start is very important, so getting traction in the rear, the rear is very crucial.
As soon as that gate moves, you got to go.
While traction to both tires in Supercross is critical, the front wheel's grip is most important.
Wherever you're going, your front wheel's getting there first. And no matter how good you're going forward, you're not going to make any advancement if you can't turn.
Just as in Monster Jam, getting ahead involves technique.
I like to use 2 fingers on the clutch, and you kind of want to be central with the foot pegs, like right with your butt. And you want your clutch out enough so you can feel the rear tire pushing, and you kind of can feel it grabbing, and you want your head over like straight over the bars, because 450 with a lot of power, you can really keep it down. At least you try to.
Ryan's goal is the whole shot, reaching the corner first. If he doesn't, he could get caught up with other riders in the pack.
I mean, that's half the race. I mean, like, you get to the turn first, you make your job easier, you can lead your own laps, ride like you know how to ride.
For a big monster truck, we can turn that thing around on a dime and give you 9-cent change.
Gravedigger is set up with the ultimate in power steering, a 4-wheel system that he can operate with one finger.
The rear is electric over hydraulic. So you've got a pistol grip, a pole that you hang on to. You drive the rear with your thumb, to left or right, but you can turn it with one finger with all these hydraulics. So it's really cool.
Dennis careens around the Monster Jam course with one hand on the wheel, the other on the toggle switch. But the system is sensitive and must be driven carefully. Both hands need to work in concert.
You got to remember that when you're driving, it's things like driving a forklift 55 miles an hour. It gets out of control if you try to drive it all with the rear steer.
Providing protection against oversteering is a part known as the sway bar, and it works in concert with the steering system to keep the cab centered over the rest of the frame.
And this thing actually is rigid and it springs, so it's actually like a torsion bar is what it is. That's what stabilizes the truck. You can fly through the air, hit on the wheels over here, the sway bar just springs it back, and it keeps the truck setting back up straight. Without those sway bars, this monster wouldn't go.